hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Atomos Tarot, and today's question is, what do they tell their friends about you? Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. It could very well be about friendships, or it could be about other people that are close in your life, coworkers, bosses, etc., like what they tell their friends about you. So it's not intended to be a love reading, but sometimes love messages might come through. So there's that. So I have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is clear quartz and star spinner tarot. Pile 2 is moonstone and the Austera Tarot, and then pile 3 is Lapis Lazuli with the Affirmators Tarot. I'll give you a second to to pick which one resonates the most with you, so which one you're most drawn to, either the crystal, or cards, or the deck, and then you can go down in the description below and pick which timestamp is the one that resonates for you. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Hi there, pile 1, you picked the clear quartz with the Star Spinner Tarot. So before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person. So I'm just going to draw some oracle cards for that, and then we're going to get into your tarot to answer that question. Okay, so I'm going to draw some oracle cards for you. What's pile 1's person like? What's pile 1's person like? Pile 1's person like? Pile 1's person. Okay, whoa. To be honest, I feel a little like out of my element while I'm shuffling, which is weird for me because as you can tell, like I've done tarot readings for a while, and I feel uncomfortable already. So maybe your person is just kind of like an awkward-ish person. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we have Scorpion and Peacock. Okay, this person seems very defensive already right off the bat. So these are fire signs. The Scorpion is fire sign, so that's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and also Scorpio in the astrology signs is a water sign. And then Peacock is air sign, so that's Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So it seems like your person is quite defensive, a little standoffish, a little, I think they just come off as has like a resting bee face, you know what I mean? But they can be sweet on the inside. They just have a lot of defenses, it seems like. They seem quite intense as well. Okay, pile 1, what is pile 1's person like? Okay, and then we have figure 3, Hyssop, cleansing, sacrifice. Yeah, they seem like the person to take no BS, you know? And then, ooh, sunflower. Figure 15, sunflower, joy, bright, haughtiness, daintiness, loyalty, and longevity. Yeah, there is a bit of haughtiness with your person as well. They seem like a very bright personality. They seem like a very out there person. And they seem like someone who can be quite aggressive with their, I don't know, ideas, or their presence is very intimidating, or very, it makes you feel sometimes a bit uncomfortable. They have a very, very strong presence. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it seems like your person isn't doing this on purpose. This like haughtiness, or this pridefulness, or this, it doesn't feel like this person has a big ego either, though. It feels like these defenses are up because they either grew up in a situation where they had to be tough, and had a lot of people rely on them, or they just got bullied a lot, so they had to learn how to be tough, and nobody actually helped them when they were kids. They have learned to, clear out the things in their life that does not serve them, or give them meaning or purpose, or influence their life in positive ways. I think your person also tends to know things. Like I feel like a lot of people tell them things because they want their approval for some reason or something like that. They seem like they could have been bullies or they were really bullied in the past. I think your person on the inside though can be very vibrant, very sweet, very charismatic, very bright and open. But they struggle being like vulnerable with people. They like keeping people at a distance or an arm's length. And so maybe that's why like you're here, because you're like trying to figure out like if they actually like you or if they're like talking behind your back kind of thing or what's going on. Okay, I want to get one more card for your person. What is pile one's person like? What is pile one's person like? What is pile one's person like? Yeah, so I think that like awkwardness or that beginning feeling that I had when I was shuffling the cards, I think they just make people around them feel intimidated or uncomfortable in some way, or feeling like they need their approval or their yeah, they want them to like, people want this person to like them a lot. I think there's somewhat of like a kind of leader in a way that they didn't intend to. They just have a very bold personality. Okay, one more card. What is Powlin's person like? Oh, Powlin's person like. Okay, and then we have Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so Three of Wands upright. I usually take it as like I'm like a waiting card, waiting to see what happens kind of thing. I don't think your person likes waiting. I think your person likes doing things right away. I think your person sometimes passes off quick judgments. Let me do this. Yeah, I think also with like, because here it looks like this like wolf is howling for their family or howling for someone to notice them or something. And with it in reverse, it makes me feel like they don't feel like they have people that they can rely on or call on, and they rely very heavily on themselves. This feels like someone who has a very hard shell or a very tough exterior, and yeah, it's like even like with the scorpion, we know it's like it's very covered and things like that, right? What else? They seem like they don't rely on people a lot or very often. You think, I don't think they need to be showy to tell people that they have a big personality. So for example, like this peacock, it doesn't have all its plumage out, right? They're not trying to attract people. Oh, sorry, there's talking in the background. But yeah, they feel like the type of person that's like they don't have all this plumage or things, like they don't want to attract people into their lives, quite frankly. I think they like want to be standoffish because they don't want people into their life. They have a very hard time letting people in. They have a hard time relying on other people, and they have issues receiving. So like, for example, if you give this person a gift, they will be like, thank you, but feel uncomfortable about it. When I was shuffling the cards in the beginning, that uncomfortable feeling, I don't think they like attention on them. Even though they are very, very attention grabbing, they have such a personality that is so vibrant and beautiful and amazing that they attract people without realizing that they are. I think they don't want that. They don't like the attention. They don't want people to notice them. So I think that's why they were uncomfortable in the beginning. Like I was feeling uncomfortable because I was like, I don't want people to know about me. And yeah, there's this kind of need of defensiveness and things like that. They could be like a minimalist in their lives, so they don't like forming strong attachments to people. And also with this air signs, they're like very much like let go of it. But then with all the passion that they have, people just seem so drawn to them, and they don't like the attention. They don't want the attention. Also, when I was putting the clear quartz down, I first put it up, and then I wanted to face it this way, and I was like, oh, but I don't want it to be looking at the past. I want it to be pointing future, but I was like, no, it needs to be facing the past. And also with your peacock facing the past, and even this wolf is kind of like looking this way, I think your person reminisced a lot on the past. I think they have a lot of, I guess, inner child wounds that they need to address or something like that. Okay, so if that sounds like your person, I'm going to get into the tarot cards now. Let's do that. Okay. Here we go. Tarot cards. Okay. What does pile one's person tell them? What does pile one's person tell their friends? That is too many. What does pile one's person tell their friends? Okay, yeah, Judgment still wanted to come out. Judgment. What does pile one's person tell their friends? This is the Knight of Coins in reverse. What does pile one's person tell their friends? Wands, 8 of Wands in reverse. I feel like you like work with this person or something like that, like y'all are co-workers or something. And it feels like they are kind of judging your work and like talking about it with people. They're just like, I wish they were more of like a go-getter or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what the rest of the cards have to say. What does pile one's person tell their friends? What does pile one's person tell their friends? What does pile one's person tell their friends about pile one? What does pile one's person tell their friends about pile one? What does pile one's person tell their friends about pile one? What does pile one's person? Or they're scared that you judge them about their work. Okay, the World. Okay, yeah, it could be that they think that you judge them for the way that they work or something like that. Okay. 8 of Swords. Or you could be a very anxious person and this person's picking up on it, or they're a very anxious person. Okay. And then the King of Coins in reverse. Okay. And then 4 of Wands upright. Okay. I think they tell their friends that you and them seem to get along as like friends or like in your personal lives, but in the work life, it feels like there is a bit of tension here. I don't know who's judging who, but it feels like either your person is like kind of back talking about you and being like, oh, this person doesn't work hard enough, or this person is like having like so many privileges or whatever, and they get like, again, they get that really weird defensive energy and this weird need for people to prove themselves to them. And maybe because you seem like you're very vulnerable and open, and like you're very open about your anxieties, I think, or you're very open about like the way that you're feeling, it kind of makes this person uncomfortable. And so they talk kind of smack about you, being like, okay, this person is too sensitive or blah, 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 blah. And that's why I was kind of getting like, this person seems like a bully because they have been bullied a lot in the past. And so because of that, they themselves became the aggressor or very bullying like. I think they are a little insecure about you. I think that they think that you seem to do the work more effortless than them and it's making them mad or something like that. If this is not work related, it feels like y'all are friends, and this is the type of friend that will be like, ew, why are you wearing that? Or, oh my God, why did you date that person? They're like ugly or blah, blah, blah. And they feel somewhat unsupportive. I think they're very jealous of you, quite frankly. I think with this World coming out, I think that they think things are just handed to you or things are just given to you, or that a lot of people seem to like you and that this like is not merited for some reason. This feels like a very insecure person. And yeah, I think your person is kind of jealous and they kind of talk smack about you. I think you and this person have been friends for a while. If this is not a work connection. If this is a work connection, it could be very new. But if this is not a work connection, it feels like your person has used your secrets against you in some aspect, and that's why you're just like are they talking bad about me behind my back? Are they spreading rumors about me? It kind of feels like they are. Um, I think they say it in a way that makes it feel like they're your friend. So they're just like, oh my God, I totally understand that this, like, my friend has like anxiety or like they have this. But like, oh my God, I could never, or something like that. You know, that vibe. Um, where they like do a backhanded compliment or put you down in very small ways that you don't notice at first, but then over time you're just like, what the heck? Like this doesn't feel right. Yeah, like okay. I feel like this kind of represents your person. Like I feel like they like to think they are that king of coins, but they're really just this rabbit, this small rabbit trying to fill this crown that is not filling this crown. And then with reverse, I think they're very, I guess, disillusioned about where they stand in your friend group or where they stand with you as a person. And I think part of you is like trying to separate yourself from them just a little bit to see like if it is what it was them spreading those rumors or if it's them that's like dragging you down. I think when you're around this person you feel very drained, but yet there are times when you have so much fun with this person. Like y'all are kind of like two peas in a pod sometimes, and it feels like there are times when you're just like, this is amazing, this is great, I love it, and then you talk smack about other people. Like y'all are like, it feels like best friends, but then at the same time there's this weird level of insecurity that's coming through from your person, or like the way that they talk about you with their friends. It could be that they do say things like, oh my God, I wish I was more like pile one in these aspects, and they're jealous about you and they're upfront about that jealousy. Or it could be very well that they are just defensive about it and like projecting onto you a little bit. Yeah. This doesn't feel like a romantic partner. It feels more like a coworker or a friend than it does a romantic partner. If this is romantic wise, maybe they have that like I'm a nice guy vibes. I don't know, but I'm really feeling like this is not romantic in nature. So if you came with the intention of seeing like someone romantic, it might be that spirit's trying to tell you to look at the friends around you, and like whoever sounds like this person here, like yeah, whoever sounds like this person, maybe reconsider like how you talk to them or or what you tell them, because it feels like you share a lot of secrets with this person, but I think they kind of like, yeah, talk smack about you behind your back a little bit. um I want to get some more to see what else they tell their friends about you. Oh, these cards are humongous. Okay. What does pile one's person tell their friends about pile one? Does pile one's person tell their friends about pile one? What does pile one's person tell their friends about pile one? Yeah, again, I'm feeling awkward with the shuffling again, and I feel like your person is just pretending like they have it all. And like they could very well, like if they do that in their work, they can be very, very vibrant and great and like have a lot of people in their life that love them, but yeah, they feel insecure, they feel awkward, and like, you know, what does pile one's person tell their friends about pile one? Fortitude. Okay, one more please. Yeah, I'm really feeling this level of jealousy from this person. Moderation. Okay, yeah, I think they tell them that you're kind of like the person that go big or go home, and they are just like, I wish that they would just take like relax or whatever, or like stop being so sensitive or stop being so like blah 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 about it. I think they tell their friends that you were the standoffish one or something like that. That that you were judgmental, that you were like this or whatever. Like it really feels like your person's talking smack about you. Um, hmm, hmm. Yeah, I feel like they say like that you to their friends or your friend group. It feels like to your friend group that you are needy with them, um, and that you are clinging with them, and that they can't handle it. And very well, like it is fair to say that somebody is draining towards you, and that's okay, and you can take your energy back from those people. But the way that this person talks about you, it feels it feels very insecure. Um, and there's this level of like, ooh, I'm the strong one, I'm the brave one, I'm the one that's like this friend, and then you are the sensitive friend. That you're the person like I think spirit's trying to tell you like because you are vulnerable and open, you're actually way stronger than your person. Your person may come off as very strong, but that's just defensiveness, and that is just projection. That is not actually it's a strength in a way, but it's a strength that is not sustainable. Um, and I think spirit is trying to tell you, or the universe is trying to tell you that you seem to have a strength that is far greater than your person. Um, with fortitude here and like all these really, really strong animals, I think you have a lot of great friends around you. Um, but this might be not one of them. Or if they are, if you know this person is a good person, and they're just struggling, and this is really more just about insecurities that they're telling their friends, and it could very well be like the smack that they're talking is just about themselves and like how they compare them to you. Like, so if you know that your person's a good person and they are talking smack, it's probably smack about themselves, and they compare how amazing you are to them and their faults, if that makes sense. So for example, they're like, I wish I was more strong like pile one, or I wish I was more vulnerable like pile one, I wish I was more sensitive or caring like pile one, or I wish I was able to like brush things off like pile one. um but that could be for a few of you, but I'm feeling like the majority of you, your person is insecure and projecting on you a little bit. um I want to get advice for you, pile one. Okay. Okay. Advice for pile one, please. Advice for pile one. Advice for pile one. Advice for pile one. Too many. Advice for pile one, please. Advice for pile. Okay. Oh, how many is that? 3 popping out? Okay, I'll take all 3. Individuality, joy, and levity. Okay, so individuality. I delight in being my own person, though I am inevitably connected to the parents, siblings, children, cousins, cats, dogs, sea monkeys. I see the beauty in being my own unique and sometimes crazy self. It's all right that my near or far and mostly dear ones don't always understand me. To be honest, I kind of take it as a compliment. Yeah. So I think like yeah, the universe is trying to tell you that if this person feels like you are too sensitive or too different or too weird or whatever, and they talk smack about you behind their back because they feel like you're like a weirdo or whatever, or you're different, the universe is telling you embrace that individuality because you are freaking amazing. And like your person is very insecure and they're just projecting on you because you have an established personality. You are strong. You are amazing. Like look how colorful this person is compared to them. And it could be that you are LGBTQ plus in some regard, and then the rest of the people around you, you don't feel like you have a community with them, and that's why you're like asking like, does this person even like me, or like are they just tolerating me or whatever. I think you're amazing, and I think the universe is trying to remind you like you are amazing, and it is okay for being alone for right now because the people that will love you for you. And trying to be somebody you're not is not helpful to you or the people around you. Um, yeah, yeah. Take your individuality as something that's amazing. For joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put on anything and it will make it way better. Today I'll add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today I'm Orville Redenbachen of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. Yeah. Like I was saying, it feels like you are kind of like an anxious person, and I think you get in your head a lot about what other people think about you. And like I think this moderation card is also like advice for you too, in the sense that you don't need your person's approval for anything in your life. You're allowed to like things that they don't like, and you should not feel shame about the things that you like. So for example, it feels like if you're like, oh my God, look at the sky. And then your person's just like, ugh, why would I look at the sky? That's stupid. No, the people who are your genuine friends will look at that sky and be like, wow, that is amazing, and love it with you. Okay. And I think, yeah, I think you're really having to discern who your real friends are or who you're not. Or if you're just like, oh my God, I want to go like sledding down that or rolling down this hill and doing some weird crazy things, and then your friend's like, no, that's stupid, why would I want to do that? Like it feels very much like that, and I think spirit is trying to remind you like you're allowed to like things that are different from your person, and do not ever feel shame or guilt for liking things that are different from your friend group or your person. Yeah, I'm feeling like I feel like this is kind of like how you feel with your friend group, like they just don't seem to understand you, and I think like that's why you're asking like do they talk smack behind my back? And part of it is yes. I think part of them like really really understands that you are sensitive and sweet and kind, and genuine, but they just don't get it. Yeah. And then this one is levity. Laughter is the best free medicine, and it's high time I took sweet hit of it. When someone annoys me or plans go awry, I vow to find something funny in it. And if I ever feel like the butt of the joke, I'll remember that the only difference between someone laughing at me and someone laughing with me is that the first version I'm not laughing. I always have the option, so I opt to lighten up. It's free in almost 200 countries. Yeah. Yeah, again with this joy and things, like I feel like yeah, you can be very anxious. And I think maybe you like talk to your friends about your anxieties or the fears that you have, and I feel like you're the type of person that if something goes wrong, you get very very anxious about it. And I think yeah, it's okay if things don't go right, or if friends don't like you, or XYZ. Like it's okay if things don't go the way that you want it to, because at the end of the day, you are this beautifully rainbow. What is this? Aardvark? What is this? A porcupine? I don't know what that is. But you are this beautiful, colorful, vibrant being. And some people will not get that, but you are going to have people who are going to get that. And like even if you are stuck in a situation where your friend group puts you down and things like that, you can remove yourself from that situation. You can find your own joy, and you can find joy in even the way that they treat you can be an indication of what you will not accept in the future. And also that yeah, that you can not take them as seriously or things like that. Like you don't have to listen to their advice. You don't have to do what they want to do. You can do what you want to do, you know? Yeah, sometimes it feels like it was weird that I was feeling like I want to put these two further away. I feel like sometimes you feel like you don't understand your friend group's humor, or that you don't feel like you fit in with your friend group as much. And you're like, I think they don't like me. I think they talk smack about me. You always feel like the third wheel in groups. So like if you go to amusement parks, like everybody partners up and you kind of are left alone. But that individuality and learning how to become independent is gonna, yeah, I think just makes you stronger, because you do so, because again there's this vulnerability attached to you, and then a defensiveness attached to your person, and the strength that you both exude are different. But again, this person's strength is not sustainable, but yours is sustainable. It feels more sustainable, at least. And I think yeah, I think right now you are going through some tough lessons of learning how to find joy and love with yourself. And that is, maybe you've always fallen into like codependent relationships, or always feeling the need to have someone as almost like a leader in the friend group. And you seem to like minimize yourself for other people. And like, notice that like this popcorn looks different from the rest of them. And it seems like these popcorns are having fun, but like, look how solid this block of butter is in the background. You are going to have people in your life that are this solid with you. And even if you look like you're different or are different from the rest of these popcorns who you don't enjoy the same things they do, you're still going to find people who do enjoy the things that you do, right? Yeah, there's very much a feeling of like, you want like that 2 pizza pod friendship or things like that. But you have to learn how to love yourself too. You have to learn how to be your own best friend. Because like, look at how these 2 people look. They look like twins, right? They look like the same person, like mirrored. And I think part of it is just like, you need to be happy. You have to learn how to be happy with your own company sometimes. And you have to learn how to be happy with your own company, because your job is not to be liked by other people. Your job is to present yourself as you. And when you present yourself as you, people are going to take that or leave it and love that or not like it, you know? And that's okay. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that is okay. Because again, you're freaking amazing. You delight in being your own person. Yeah, I hope that resonated, Pile 1. If it did, please leave a like. And tell me your situation down below in the comments. I would love to hear. If that resonated and you want to have more readings done by me, please press that subscribe button so you'll be notified for whenever I post a new video. But if that's everything, thank you, Pile 1. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi there, Pile 2. You picked the Moonstone and the Austera Tarot. So before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see if this is the right pile and if it resonates for you. Otherwise, you might want to pick a different pile. So I'm going to get into some oracle cards to explain the vibe of your person, and then if it sounds like your person, then we'll get into your tarot cards. Okay. Good. Okay. Pile this person. What is pile one's person? What is pile one's person like? What's pile one's person like? What is pile one's person like? What is pile one's person like? The frog and the starfish. Okay, so these are both water signs. So that's Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. I think your person is already very sweet. Is what I'm getting. Yeah, I'm already getting a very, very sweet vibe from your person. Yeah, so let's get some more. What is pile 1? Pile 1. Did I say pile 1? I meant pile 2. What is pile 2's person like? So hello, pile 2, if I said pile 1. My bad. Pile 2. What is pile 2's person like? Pile 2's person. So when I said pile 1, it might be that some of y'all need to listen to the pile 1 reading. It's a very different vibe already from this pile, but it might be that there's somebody else in your life that you need to think about. But yeah. Anyways, what is pile 2's person like? Okay. Snapdragon. Figure 30, Snapdragon, Deception, Graciousness, Strength. Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Figure 39, Cassava, Culture, Versatility, Inner Strength, Healthy Ambition, Wish Fulfillment, Clarity. Yeah, I feel like your person is a very secure person. They feel very secure, and they don't need other people's approvals. They're very happy staying in their own lane. They aren't the type to reminisce super hard about the past, otherwise, unless it's like a means of growth. They seem like a very healthy person. They seem like a person who doesn't like deception, doesn't care for it, and is someone who like basically will stand up for you if like push comes to shove. They seem like a good friend. And then I have Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they feel like a very, very balanced person. Yeah. Honestly, it feels like your person is very solid, very stable, very committed to the things that they want in life. They also seem very emotionally mature. Like, even though, like these are both water signs, but they both feel very solid in themselves, if that makes sense. Like, the starfish doesn't feel the need to like get out of their way to move or anything like that on the star floor. It's gonna move if it wants to move. And the frog here, they don't mind all this rain coming down. They're not the type of person who will get anxious or antsy about all the small details in life. They're like, well, it's raining. Oh well, that's okay. I'm surrounded by brightness. I'm good. Even if all this darkness is trying to get on me, I'm taking one drop at a time, you know? And they're very, yeah, they feel very strong-willed and very healthy. I think they have very lofty ambitions as well, and I think a lot of people underestimate them because they seem like small creatures, but like the strength that they have on the inside is so strong, and like they will not take no for an answer in terms of like their wish fulfillment or their dreams. They're the type of person that, yeah, just feels very, very solid, and very thought out. And maybe like part of you is just like they hide their emotions from you very well, but at the same time, like everything they're saying, it seems too good to be true. But your person seems like a very solid person. They might like weed, or something like that. I think they have strong roots because cassava is a root vegetable or whatever, right? A root plant. Like you eat the root part of it. And your person feels very stable. They have strong roots. They have commitment to the things that they want. They don't. And also with this moonstone, I feel like they're the type of person that will stay up really, really late finishing what they need to finish. They might not have the healthiest sleep schedule, and they seem tired all the time, because like they're very much on that house. Like, look at how this frog's eyes are. It's kind of like squinting closed. I think they are very tired. And like also this reminds me of like the vibe that I'm getting here is very much like, you know, when you stay up too late into the night and when you're about to sleep, it's like the sun's starting to creep up. That's the vibe that I'm getting with this card. Your person works very, very hard. They could have a late job or late night job, or have multiple jobs. They could have multiple jobs. They could have kids as well, like people depending on them. But they seem like a very solid person. And I think part of them, even though I feel like they have so much love to give, but also they put all their energy towards work right now, and they're doing a lot of things to support their lives. And I don't think they've like really like loved in a long time, if that makes sense. Or they've never felt the need to have romance in their life, because they fulfill their own emotional needs really. So yeah, I'm gonna move that to the side. So if that sounds like your person, this is your pile. The moonstone wanted to go with that. Yes, so I'll move this to the side. Yeah, your person just feels like a very stable, secure person. All right, so let's get into your tarot cards and see what they tell their friends about you. Let this pile two's person tell their friends about pile two. Let this pile two's person tell their friends about pile two. Okay. Oh, honestly, when I was shuffling, I got the phrase like, I haven't felt like this in a long time, is what I'm getting. But we'll see what the cards say. Let this pile two's person tell their friends about pile two. Okay, yeah, 5 of Wands. Okay, that's too many. That is too many. If y'all want to come out, please come out. But otherwise, that was too many. Okay, this is Justice in reverse. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Five of Pentacles up. Is that Pentacles? Yeah. 5 of Pentacles upright. These fives upright makes me think of change. Three of, what is this? Three of Cups. Upright. Oh, okay. I see. And then two more cards. I have the Magician in reverse, and I have Judgment in reverse. Okay, so our major arcana is in reverse here. Yeah, I am getting the feeling that, and the Empress in reverse. Yeah, I am getting the feeling that you are not, this person was not expecting you at all in their life. Again, with that phrase that popped into my head in the first time with the I haven't felt this way in a very long time. I think they really, really like your independence. And I think they tell their friends, like, this person, I think this person is very attracted to the fact that you also seem like an independent, secure person. You are happy in your own skin and you're not afraid to fight them on their ideas or their things. And I think they're used to people just going along with the flow or telling them, like, not really like fighting them on like their ideas and things like that. And I think they really appreciate that about you. I think they tell their friends, like, I don't know if this person likes me, but I haven't felt this way in a very, very long time. And I think they honestly think of you as like an empress. But then with the reverse, it's like, in a way, like, you are not at all what they expected. With this Three of Cups, it could be that y'all just started as friends, or y'all were like coworkers or something. Like, it felt like you both weren't expecting this connection to hit you as quickly as it did. And I think there's a little bit of like, because I feel like this person's on their hustle right now, and I feel like they're to the universe being like, and to their friends, like, this feels really unfair that I'm meeting someone like this now after I finally felt secure in my own self. They're like, I feel like they've gone through a breakup before, and like, it feels like they've had kids, or that they have people depending on them somehow. They could be a boss or something. But they have people depending on them, and they finally starting to feel secure in their work life. And I think that part of them is just like, to their friends, like, oh my god, what do I do? Like, I caught feelings for someone, and it's making me kind of mad because, like, I finally got where I'm supposed to be in life. I'm not, and they don't feel quite ready for a relationship. But they're kind of smacked in the face with you, and they're like, if I don't do anything, am I going to lose this person? And I think they keep like talking to their friends about like all the options that they can take. If they are dating, it feels like you might not be the only person they're dating, but I think you're the person that's on their mind the most. I think with this Five of Coins, I feel like sometimes they feel a little left out in the cold by you, and I think they like overanalyze all the actions that you take. I think with their friends, they're just like, okay, so this day, this person called me at this time, and then it had like 2 hours wait time, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know, a very masculine energy, which is weird because these are both water signs. But all right. And I think it's because it feels like you're a counterpart, and you feel more feminine, and this person feels more in their masculine, and they feel counterparts. Again, that does not mean you have to identify as a woman, or your person has to identify as a man, or anything like that. It just feels like y'all are a good counterparts. It feels like, yeah, I feel like your person is like over analyzing things with their friends. And I think, yeah, they're doing that thing where they're just like, okay, this is what they sent me on this text or whatever. What does it mean? Blah, blah, blah. With Justice in reverse. So with Justice, I think this is supposed to follow that Egyptian mythology where you weigh the feather and the heart and see if the heart is at the same level as a feather. That means that you're basically like good enough to pass on and not be damned to eternal terrible torture or whatever like that. Something like that. Not totally sure on the lore, so correct me if I'm wrong. And I feel like it's very straightforward. It's either your heart is heavier than that feather, or it's not heavier than that feather. And it's very straightforward, right? But in reverse, it feels like your person's overcomplicating the way that they're talking to their friends. They're just like, okay, they did this, but also they did this. And I think they feel a little insecure if you are talking to other people, or that you're dating around, or something like that. So this does feel like a little bit more a little more romantic in nature. If this is like a workplace thing and this person is like your boss, it feels like they feel like you really challenge their leadership skills, and that they're just like really, yeah, it feels like you challenge them, but in really good ways, in ways that they are not expecting it, and in ways that you grow, to help them grow. Yeah, and it's interesting to me that all these major arcanas came up in reverse. And so I think this is a very significant connection. But again, I don't think your person was expecting you to come into their life, or you weren't even expecting this person in your life when it did. And I think it feels like your person feels like um, they feel like they need to make a move towards you, otherwise they might lose you. It's about feeling, but they also don't feel quite ready to make that move towards you. And I think they're like really like telling their friends like what do I do? Like they're really, this person's really examining like the options that they can take, and they're like bouncing ideas off on their friends is what it feels like to me. um and even their friends are like overcomplicating it. Like I really feel like it's almost like a weird like group where they're just like, oh, but it could mean this and this, and they all overanalyze it with each other. Like they hype each other up, and they're very very positive. I like this person's friends as well. Like they feel like a good friend group, but they really take each other down rabbit holes. Is what I'm getting. I want to get to see what. Yeah, I think they also talk late into the night with their friends, or they talk late into the night with you. Yeah. What does Pile 2's person tell their friends about Pile 2? What does Pile 2's person tell their friends about Pile 2? What does Pile 2's person tell their friends about Pile 2? Pile 2's person tell their friends about Pile 2. Pile 2 person tell their friends about Pile 2. Connection. See what I'm saying? What was I saying? Connection. And also look at this watery thing. They feel very, very emotionally connected to you, and they were not expecting this. And I think like part of them, like when they talk to their friends, they like have like a blush on their face. Like look how like rouged this like Empress's cheeks are. Like they feel very blushy about it. They're just like, oh my god, y'all, like they, and again, it feels like because you're in very feminine energy, again, you don't have to be a woman or identify as a woman, but you feel very much in your feminine energy, so it feels like, yeah, you feel like in your feminine energy right now. And again, that does not mean you have to, yeah, but I feel like they're just like, oh my god, Pile 2 is like, does this or whatever, or they wore their hair like this today, or oh my god, they were super quirky and fun this day, and I like this date with them. Like, I think they talk very highly about you with, oh, dependability, yeah. Oh, and perspective, yeah. See, they're talking with their friends, trying to get other perspectives, because they're just like, I've never felt this way in so long. And I think they've always been the person who needed to be dependable to other people. Like, again, it felt like people were depending on them, but you feel like such, oh, this is too sweet. Like, y'all, this is too sweet. Yeah, but it feels like your person's like, I feel like I can tell this person anything. I feel like I can tell Pile 2 anything, and that they won't judge me for it. And it's like refreshing to them in a weird way because they were not expecting it. And like, yeah, with dependability, it feels like you yourself, they like that you are a solid, stable, emotionally mature person in your own right. That you have good communication skill with them, and that when you do challenge their ideas, you do so with kindness. You're not like, that's stupid, don't do that. Because like when this five of wands came out right away, I felt very like you have you have your own stances about life, but that does not mean that you're unwilling to hear this person's perspectives about it. And I think they love that you give them different perspectives about ideas. Like you challenge them in ways that help them grow, and I don't think they've had someone like that in their life a very long time. Again, with their friend group, it feels like their friends are genuinely great people, but they just hype them up or make them more confused. And with you, you provide them with a different perspective. And again, with these counterparts, they feel like counterparts. They feel like you are their counterpart. And this person's looking forward. It feels like they want some sort of future or connection with you. Again, connection. They feel very, very connected with you emotionally. And like, yeah, I think they also like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I think they really, really like your hair. Again, with this like red hair and this like wild looking hair, I think there's something unique about your hair. Like it could be dyed red, or it could be dyed something, or you keep it like you keep your curls out or something like that, and they love that. There's something about your hair that they really like, is what I'm getting. And I think they mention it quite often to their friends. They're just like, oh, and she like put her hair on in a ponytail today, and it was very cute. Oh, I said her again. My bad. That's my bad. I want to keep this inclusive as possible, but you are very, very exuding very feminine energy, and your person is exuding very masculine energy right now. And it's like, it just feels like really, really good counterparts right now. And I think you both need each other right now to balance out the energies that you are in right now, because you're very, very feminine, or in a very feminine energy, and your person is a very masculine energy. And I think having that masculine energy into your life is nice to help that have that balance or different perspective. And I think you also appreciate the perspective that this person brings, and they really appreciate the perspective you bring. And I feel like your communication with this person is great. So I want to get advice for you, Pile, too. But I honestly feel like just keep doing what you're doing, and I think you'll be fine. But yeah, let's get advice for Pile 2. Advice for Pile 2, please. Advice for Pile 2. My best self. Yeah. Ooh. Too many. Too many. Advice for Pile 2, please. Oh, too many. Oh, that's too many. This is too many. Fine, I'll take it all because you came out again twice. Fine, I'll do it. I'll take it all. Yeah, okay. My best self. I trust that when I'm doing the best for me and being the happiest version of myself, the right sorts of relationship will appear in my life. That means I can let go of all my worries about the future, knowing that my only job is to be happy in this moment, while simultaneously attaining cosmic level of enlightenment, awareness, and total psychological self-actualization. Yeah, beautiful. I think this sums up this reading very, very well. This is perfect to sum up this reading. Yeah, just basically keep doing what you're doing. Like, being yourself is what is really, really attracting this person to you. Yeah, like, I think you're already basically doing this. It's just like continue doing this, and like continue like, yeah, like, and again, like, it felt like you appreciated the other perspective that this person was giving you, or other perspectives in your life. And again, with this, like, while simultaneously attaining cosmic levels of enlightened awareness and total psychological self-actualization. Yeah, I love this. Like, you're basically already doing this, it feels like. Or if you're not, like, you're on this, it feels like the universe is telling you, like, yeah, you're on the right track here. With depth, as new people show up in my life, I look for all the weird, wonderful, complex layers below their surface. I can't be surprised someone's depth of character unless I'm willing to peel back the outer layers and go a little deeper. It's like a brand new saying goes, don't judge an onion by its haircut. Yeah, but I feel like, again, like, you both appreciate each other's perspective, and I think, like, you're willing to fight your own ideas with this person. But, like, yeah, I think, yeah, the universe is telling you just be open to other possibilities and ideas, and like, yeah, your person is deeper than maybe you expect them to be. And I think, again, you weren't expecting this person to come into your life when they did, and to be the way that they are. I think both this connection took you both by surprise. Support. I look at my vast network of support. Support, because we're talking about, like, what they're saying to their friends. So this makes sense to me. Reminds me of what superpower gives me. At any moment, I can call on my army of top-notch people who want the best for me, which means I'm basically invincible. Take that, loneliness. Run for the hills. Boredom, I'm sorry. What did you say to me? Pervasive, all-consuming anxiety? Damn right you didn't. And yeah, you can also, I feel like maybe you're also asking your friends, like, oh my god, this person texted me this. Like, what does it mean? Blah, blah, blah. And, like, yeah, it feels like you have really, really good friends around you, basically, around you. Yeah, cheerfulness. Last one, cheerfulness. I embrace the state of cheerfulness, even on days when, whoa, what is happening to my voice? Even on days when I don't wake up feeling that way. Knowing that moods are contagious, especially in enclosed spaces, I'd rather not cause an outbreak of crankiness and complaints. Instead, I'll strive to be the patient zero of joy and laughter. They might even make a Lifetime movie about me. Okay, yeah, I feel like your person works a lot, and I think you work a lot. I think the universe is telling you, go party with your person a lot more. Go on dates, go hang out with them, have fun, maybe have a drink or two with them. Go have fun with your person. Go have fun with your friends. Go as a friend group. Also, I forgot to say this, but with the Three of Cups, when the Three of Cups came out, it felt like they were analyzing, how can I put this person into my friend group or my life? How can I fit them with the rest of my friends? You know, that's the vibe I was also really getting. But yeah, anyways, that's everything that I have for you, pile 2. If that resonated, please leave a like and comment down below, like, what about the situation resonated or about your situation. I would love to hear it. If you'd like more readings done by me, please press that subscribe button to get notified for whenever I post a new video. Otherwise, thank you, pile 2. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. You picked Lapis Lazuli and the Affirmators Tarot. So before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see, what the vibe check of your person is. I'm going to do so with some oracle cards. So yeah, we'll get into that. Pile 3. Ooh. All right. What is pile 3's person like? 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 Okay, the elk and phoenix. Okay, so the elk is an earth sign, but it reminds me of very fiery energy. Earth sign, so that's Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You don't have to be any of those signs, but if it resonates, that can be confirmation for y'all. And then the phoenix is a spirit sign, and it's associated with the root chakra. So that's a base. I think your person is very grounded and practical about their ambitions and dreams, but they are very, very hardworking. They're a very, very hardworking person. Okay, pile 3's person. What is pile 3's person like? Pile 3's person. Dandelion, figure 6, dandelion, wishing, resourcefulness, free-spirited, growth, youth, happiness. Yeah, I think they just have a zest for life as well. And then we have figure 12, narcissist, self-love, unrequited love, narcissism, selfishness, vitality. Okay, I feel like they've been heartbroken in the past. Yeah, I think they've been in relationships that haven't been the best for them, but they seem like a genuinely kind person. What is pile 3's person like? Okay. And then we have the Hanged Man. Yeah. Which is major arcana. So your person is quite a big personality. Very, very vibrant. I think they're quite intuitive. And I think right now in their life, they're at a time in their life when they're learning how to have self-love. I think they're very nostalgic about things, and maybe they reach out to people just to see how they're doing. They seem like the type of person that's like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. How are you doing? Kind of thing. They seem like a genuinely caring person who has been through some rough situations and rough relationships in the past. But I don't think that stopped them from enjoying life and enjoying and being vibrant and bright and fun and youthful. This seems like a person who works with youth in some aspect, or works with young people, like a camp job or some sort of youth care worker or teacher or something like that. Swim instructor, that's weird. I don't know where that came from, but maybe that was for one specific person. Yeah, they just seem like a genuinely sweet person, and I think a lot of people take advantage of them, unfortunately. But I think right now they're learning how to discern what's good for them and what's right for them. And so maybe you're like asking what they talk about their friends with you because they don't give much to you. in terms of like how they're feeling. I think y'all have a lot of fun with each other, and you're very passionate with each other. This could be physically, or it could just be like y'all enjoy the same activities, kind of thing. Um, you could be childhood friends with this person, or you could feel like you have a soul connection with this person. Because dandelions always make me think of the figure six, like the six of cups, but also like wish fulfillment, like nine of cups as well, and also sword energy. Um, so this is a very like emotional, in your head type of card. It's very nostalgic, very sweet. Um, what else am I getting about your person? Yeah, I feel like I don't think they're narcissistic in any way. I think why this came out was about self-love, because I think your person is really learning how to love themselves, you know? And like what the phoenix is like, a lot of the phoenix lore in a lot of cultures is that rebirth, death, and then rebirth from the ashes and stuff like that. And I think your person is going through a transformation of like a rebirth. So I think they just went through a very hard cycle in their life. But now they're coming into a very sweet cycle of their life, where they can actually examine the things that happened in the past and look at it with kinder eyes. Um, and like lapis lazuli, whenever blue stones come out, that makes me think of the throat chakra. So I think your person's learning how to speak their truth. They could be some sort of SA survivor, um, and like they're speaking out about things like that, or they could have, yeah, they could have some really tough oppressive history, um, but they're feeling a lot more confident to talk about these things now that they understand it better. Yeah, I also feel like, also if your person's like talking to youth, it feels like they talk about like anti-oppressive stuff or social justice stuff, maybe. That could also just be for a few of you though. Yeah, I think your person's had unrequited loves before, like have been rejected from people who don't love them. And so like while they are very passionate and fiery, they can still be a little defensive because like look at those antlers, right? Um, but yeah, I think they're quite intuitive. And I think they've learned how to hone like how to trust people and stuff, like who the right people to trust are. And so I think like when they talk to their friends about it, their friends give like solidly good advice. But yeah, so if that sounds like your person, I'm gonna get into your tarot cards now. So I have the Affirmators Tarot. Also, your person seems like the type of person that enjoys lots of like joy in their life. If that makes sense. Like they like being happy, is what I'm getting. But yeah. Okay, pile three's person. What does pile three's person tell their friends about pile three? What does pile three's person tell their friends about pile three? So we have the Nine of Wands, upright. Pile three's person. What does pile three? The Emperor in reverse. What does pile three's tell their friends about pile three? What do they tell their friends about pile three? What do they tell their friends about pile three? Nine of Swords, another nine. Too many. Okay. And then the Queen of Wands in reverse. Is this your youth care worker? Okay. And then we have Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands, upright. Okay. I think they think, and then Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. I think they tell their friends that you are kind of an anxious person. That you can be very impatient about a lot of things, but like that you work really hard for what you accomplish. I think your person thinks that you can accomplish a lot of things. Yeah. in terms of what they tell their friends, I think they're trying to keep it on the down low, if that makes sense. So like when they talk to their friends about you, they kind of mention you in briefing or passing, like, oh, my friend did this or blah blah blah. Because they can't help but mention you, but they don't want their friends to know how much you affect them in their lives or how much they like you. Because they're still figuring out if, like, how to bring you into their lives, or how to best help you, or how to best support you, or how to best pursue you. I think they want to feel more sure about you before they talk to their friends about you. So I feel like when they mention you to their friends, they mostly mention it as like, oh, this is just a person I'm talking to, and it's like super chill or whatever, and they're just like not actually saying like how much y'all talk with each other or how much y'all, you know what I mean? Like I feel like they're kind of holding back from actually talking to their friends about you. Like with this Emperor in reverse, it's making me feel like, and even this Queen of Wands, like they feel like you're an Emperor or a Queen of Wands. That you feel very like powerful, very amazing, very beautiful, very amazing is what I'm getting. But they don't want to share that quite yet with people. You know what I mean? Like they feel like there's like this like level of like when they talk about you with their friends, it's not in any way that's very noticeable to their friends. I think their friends can be quite protective over them. And so I think if they ever bring someone into their lives, because they've been hurt in the past, so whenever they bring someone into their lives, they want to make sure that the person they're bringing into their lives is someone who is there for the long haul, that's going to be there till the end, you know? And I do think that they think that you are potentially going to get there, but they're still like sowing their seeds. You know, Seven of Pentacles is about sowing your seeds and waiting for the hard work to start blossoming up. This is like putting in that hard work and waiting for that thing to happen. And also Three of Wands also feels like that, waiting for something to happen, but there's like a level of impatience. I think right now they're juggling a lot of things in their life, or you're juggling a lot of things in your life, and so right now it feels like y'all, if this, I am getting a more romantic vibe from this, so it feels like you and your person, or you have a lot of things that are going on in your life right now that you're not really able to commit to more to this person, or they're not able to commit more to you, or they like taking things really, really slowly. It seems like you do have like maybe a physically intimate connection with this person. And so you're wondering, like, do they talk about me with their friends? They do, but in a way that their friends don't really notice. Or if they do notice, they know it's in a very small way that they know, the friends know that this person doesn't want to make it a big deal quite yet. Not yet. Because I think they're lying in wait, seeing if you're gonna be here for the long haul. And I think like, yeah, part of them just like wants to keep it to themselves. With these two nines, again, when I was thinking like Nine of Cups as a wish fulfillment, I think they're trying to logically think about all the minutiae of how your lives will go together if it goes together. And when they talk about, like, they see, like, maybe they'll mention things like to you that, oh, my friend said blah, 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 XYZ, and to see your reaction to, like, their friend, if you find it funny or whatever. And I think they're really seeing, like, if you can fit in with their friend group, if you can fit into their lives. I think, yeah, I think part of you, I think part of them doesn't want to share you yet with other people because they're not sure if this is going to be a long-term commitment thing or if this is just like for a season kind of thing. And I think it's because like right now both your lives feel very like your person's just starting to get their footing away from like a toxic relationship in the past. Is what I'm getting. Like this person just got out of a toxic relationship and starting to learn to love themselves, and maybe they like reconnected with you. It feels like either you've known this person in the past and they've reconnected with you, or you're very new to this person and like they're just like embracing their inner child a lot more. And so they're like kind of they're kind of learning how to be happy with themselves before they get into relationships. And so there's like, again, this level of um, just waiting. And I feel like right now you might be like, okay, when is this going to start going somewhere? Like it feels like it's going great, but you're not totally sure. Yeah, I feel like the things that they mention about you to their friends isn't all that significant yet. I say yet because it feels like they want it to be significant, but they're holding back. I don't think they want to introduce you in their lives until they know that this connection will go somewhere. Is what I'm getting. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm getting. Emperor is Aries. I'm getting a lot of Pentacles and Wands. So Pentacles is Earth sign, so that's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Wands are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. I'm not getting a lot of Cups energy here. There's no Cups here. Yeah, not even, yeah. It feels like they want to come forward with an offer, or communication of some sort, but there's not a lot of, not a lot of Cups. Two of Cups, just below that. Yeah, I think they're like trying hard not to show people that they feel this Two of Cups, so it's like buried under a couple cards. But I think they have quite romantic feelings for you. And yeah, I'm not getting a lot of Cups energy, so I feel like you and your person haven't really talked about like your relationship or where it's going or things like that, and I'm really thirsty, so I feel like it's more physically intimate. Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of Cups. So I feel like y'all would probably need to talk about your emotions or something like that. I'm gonna get some more clarification of what your person is telling their friends about you. What is pile 3's person telling their friends about pile 3? What is pile 3's person telling their friends about pile 3? Productivity. Yeah, it feels like you and your person are both kind of like having a lot to do in your lives right now. And again, with this this youth, depending on this person, I feel like your person has some sort of like, is some sort of like youth care worker or something like that. Or like some sort of, I don't know, someone who works with kids, like day camps or something like that. Listen. Yeah. Yeah, and again, with this listening, it makes me feel like they're waiting. They're hearing you out. They want to make sure that you're going to fit into their lives. And again, with this listening, I feel like they're not doing much talking about you with their friends, which is interesting because lapis lazuli, again, makes me think of the throat chakra because it's blue. And that makes me feel like talking about their truth. But I feel like it's what they're talking about isn't necessarily you, but rather their experiences, if that makes sense. I think they take the advice that's given to them by their friends really, really, really well. Or they say that you're a good listener. Renewal. Yeah. I think this is more just like this person is going through a state of renewal in their life. Like they just finished the cycle and they're starting a new cycle and they don't know if you are going to fit into their lives quite yet, especially because they're still getting their footing again. I want to get advice for you, pile 3. Okay. Advice for pile 3, please. Advice for pile 3. How many cards is that? Okay. I've got 3 cards for you. Acceptance, initiative, and energy. Okay. Acceptance. I accept that no one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, and sometimes, frequently, people say things that are mildly bothersome, totally offensive, but at my core, I have pure, unconditional love. And that love will always outshine any feelings of annoying, desire to strangle I could ever have about anyone, specifically the ones behind the never-ending stream of crazy, misguided Facebook rants. Oh, okay. So, Yeah, I think part of you is feeling frustrated that your person isn't really doing anything about this connection. Um, and like not really talking about you with their friends or anything like that. Um, and I think right now, because a lot of things are going on in your life too, like just outside of this person's connection, um, is that you have a lot of people to deal with also in your personal life and not just again this person's connection. And like yeah, like learning how to accept that other people are not gonna have the same perspectives as you or are gonna be be like you. With initiative here, it makes me feel like you might have to take initiative for this connection to go because again there's like basically no cups energy here, so you might need to tell this person how you're feeling, if you feel romantic towards them or anything like that. So initiative, I become a guru of gusto and activate a hidden boost of initiative to help rocket my life in a previous unexploded direction. This could mean going on a far-flung globe-trotting adventure, or it could be as simple as picking up a hobby, grabbing a volunteer gig, or meeting some new cohorts. Either way, the fresh journey begins with one small step, or one short text, or Siri, what is my second career? Yeah, also with that renewal thing, maybe you're also starting a new cycle in your life. Um, and yeah, it's about you taking that initiative for like whatever you want in life. So if you want this person in your life, you might need to be the one to instigate this connection and talk about your feelings. If you want like yeah, a career change, you might have to start thinking about career changes at XYZ, you know? Energy. I am a channel of the infinite supply of energy that flows through the universe. When I'm feeling cranky, discouraged, or worn out from this only Tuesday and ahead of nightmares, I get swept up in the golden cyclone of magical, glittering, vibrant AF dust and suddenly become the reigning champion of tirelessness. BRB Victory Lap. Hmm. Um, and this could also just be like, again, with renewal and energy coming out, it makes me feel like you are also going through a rebirth of some sort, or you are also, yeah, coming to an end of a cycle with the Ten of Pentacles, like we're ending something, right? Um, and it's been a struggle for you, and I think part of you is like burnt out, and yeah, but I think the universe is trying to tell you that you are going to come into that, um, you're going to get that energy you need, soon. Um, hmm. Yeah, I feel like your reading compared to the other groups was a little shorter just because your person hasn't really said much about you to their friends. But I think it's because they're really sussing out whether or not you are going to be part of their life or not. Um, but otherwise, I think that's all I have for you, Pile 3. If that resonated, please leave a like. And if you would like to leave a comment down below telling me your situation or what's going on, I would love to read those. And if you'd like more readings done by me, please press that subscribe button to get notified for when I post a new video. But if that's everything, thank you, Pal 3. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye.